All right, get ready because today we're going to dig deep into this company, YH Living. They've really piqued my interest lately, with how they're kind of merging biotechnology with like the whole beauty and wellness scene. I don't know about you, but I'm always down for a little science with my skincare routine.
Yeah, and what's really got me hooked on YH Living is they're not just like dabbling in biotech, they're going all in. And we're talking gene editing, cell cultures, the whole shebang. It's like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, but it's actually impacting the stuff we use every single day, which is kind of wild when you think about it.
Totally. It's like they're taking this super advanced science and saying, okay, how can we actually use this to make people's lives better? Which, I mean, their whole tagline is we can life better beings. So they're definitely all about that.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty bold statement to make for sure. But what's super interesting to me is how they're actually backing it up. Like they're not just working on their own line of products, right? They're also partnering up with other companies through these OEM deals, which basically means they're lending out their expertise in like product development and manufacturing. So they're kind of behind the scenes, making other companies look good too.
Wow. So they're like the secret weapon for other brands. That's a pretty slick move. But it does make you wonder, with your own brand and all these partnerships, how do they market themselves? It's got to be tricky to stand out in the whole beauty and wellness world. Like, are they trying to be everything to everyone?
Well, that's where things get really interesting because that dual approach, it gives them an advantage in a way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it also makes it way tougher to stand out. The beauty and wellness market, it's absolutely flooded with brands all competing for attention. It's like, how do you even get someone to notice you in all that noise?
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. So how do they do it? I've heard people tossing around this phrase, differentiated marketing. Is that the secret sauce or something?
Yeah, you're spot on. Differentiated marketing, that's a huge piece of the puzzle. Basically, it's about, moving away from those generic marketing campaigns and instead, like, zeroing in on specific groups of customers. Like, think about it this way.
Right, yeah.
You wouldn't try to sell a heavy-duty pickup truck to someone who's in the market for a sleek little sports car, right? It's all about tailoring your message.
Makes sense. Different strokes for different folks. But okay, so how does YH Living actually like put that into action? Especially with all the stuff they've got going on.
Right, exactly. And that's where those levers of differentiation come into play. Remember that article we talked about earlier? It talked about like four main areas where companies can set themselves apart: product, service, distribution, and then image.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you. Let's break those down. So product, what are they doing there that's different?
Okay, so imagine this. A skincare serum, right? But this isn't just any serum. This one uses like gene editing to actually boost collagen production at a cellular level. Like that's the kind of crazy innovation YH Living could be bringing to the table? Or think about unique ingredients, ethically sourced, maybe even using traditional knowledge, but with a modern twist, right?
Wow, yeah.
It's about highlighting those things, those special things, to attract customers who want something more than just your average run-of-the-mill product.
Yeah, I get it. It's not just about like what it does, but the whole story behind it, right?
Yeah.
The science, where the ingredients come from. Basically giving people a reason to pick them over everyone else.
100%. It's about creating that feeling of value. It's more than just a basic product? And then you've got the service aspect. Like, picture this. Personalized consultations, maybe even using AI to analyze someone's skin and create custom product recommendations or like whole routines just for them.
Ooh, okay. I am here for a high-tech beauty routine. Sign me up. But what about those partnerships they have, those OEM things? Does that whole targeted approach even work when you're also creating products for other companies?
That's what's so cool about it, though. With OEM, YH Living can really flex its differentiation muscles in a whole other way. Imagine them, like, on one hand, developing this luxurious anti-aging line for some high-end spa brand, and at the same time, they're working on, like, natural plant-based supplements for a wellness company that's going after a younger crowd.
So they're like chameleons or something,
Yeah.
adapting to each brand and who they're trying to reach. That's pretty impressive. Okay, so they've got the products, the approach, but how do they figure out where to sell all this stuff? That's got to be a factor too, right?
Oh, absolutely. Distribution, that's another big lever they can pull. They might decide to work with those high-end spas for a more exclusive vibe, or maybe they go all in on online platforms and social media to connect with a bigger audience, the more tech-savvy folks, right?
It really depends on who they're trying to connect with. It's like they're playing chess or something, thinking a few steps ahead with each move.
But we haven't touched on image yet. And in the world of beauty and wellness, image has got to be huge, right?
Totally, you hit it right on the head. Image is everything.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where their tagline, that weaken life better being, it really takes center stage. It speaks to that desire we all have, for self-improvement, to be a better version of ourselves.
Yeah, and it's aspirational, right? But not in a like superficial kind of way. It's more like they're saying, "Hey, we're here to help you be the best version of yourself, inside and out."
Yeah, exactly, 100%. And that's a message that can connect with anyone, really, across cultures, different age groups, because it taps into that universal human thing, right?
Yeah.
We all want to grow, we want to feel good, we want to reach our full potential.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
And when you combine that message with, like, actual cutting-edge science and a commitment to quality,
Mhm.
you've got a really compelling brand story. It's like they're not just selling products, they're selling a whole belief system. It's like believing in the power of science to actually help us live better.
Totally. And that's a powerful message. I mean, think about it. People are constantly bombarded with information and choices these days. It's overwhelming. But YH Living is like, hold on, we're going to cut through all that noise and give you actual solutions.
Right.
And those solutions are backed by science and driven by like a genuine desire to make a difference.
Yeah, it's smart, but it also makes you think, how do they measure success? Is it just about sales figures, or is there more to it than that?
That's a great question. And I have a feeling for a company like YH Living, it goes way beyond just profits. I mean, think about their tagline again, we can rake better being.
Right.
That says to me they're focused on impact, like actually making a real difference in people's lives.
So it's about giving people the power to, like, take control of their own well-being, their health, even their beauty routines.
Exactly. It's about equipping them with the tools and knowledge to make smart choices and actually achieve the things they want for themselves.
Wow. This deep dive has been, like, seriously eye-opening. We've covered so much ground. It's amazing. From gene editing and personalized skincare to, like, a whole new way of looking at what a brand can be. It's been a wild ride.
It really goes to show you that YH Living, they're playing on a whole other level. It's not just about keeping up with trends, they're anticipating them. They're shaping the future with these innovative products and partnerships.
It's like they're playing a different game entirely and winning.
Totally. And that's what makes them so fascinating to watch. They're not afraid to push the boundaries, challenge the status quo, and in doing so, they're changing how we view beauty, wellness, and the role science plays in all of it.
Absolutely. And on that note, we'll leave you with this. What does living better mean to you? What matters most when you're making choices about your health, your beauty routine? Because at the end of the day, you have the power to decide which brands, which products align with your values.